What's up everybody and welcome back to DRZ Airsoft. In today's video, we got a fun topic for you guys. We are going to review the G&G CM47. So I went and picked this up from River City Airsoft, which is my local airsoft field, and they were kind enough to let me borrow this so that I could do a review on it. I'm excited to do a review on this because typically I don't do many reviews on AKs. I usually stick to reviews on like NATO style guns such as M4s, Mark 18s, 249s, MP5s, MP7s, all the stuff that you see special forces using and, you know, all the really Americanized stuff. That's typically what I'm doing reviews on just because I'm such a nerd for it myself. But I wanted to do something completely different, and that was an AK platform. So I went with the most generic style of AK, and that is simply the AK-47. Only, this isn't really an AK-47. G&G calls this their CM47 to get away from licensing, I'm assuming. But we're gonna go ahead and check this guy out. I love the packaging that this comes in. This quality of this box is really nice, and I would expect nothing less from G&G. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Let's see see how this AK looks. All right, so we have our box. It looks like we have some flyers in here, pamphlets from G&G. Comes with an instruction manual or a user guide. That's really nice. We also have like a G&G pamphlet of some sort. And then right here, because it is G&G, it comes with a product warranty as well. So you don't want to lose this if you want to keep your warranty on your airsoft gun. Right here, I'll tip it up for you guys. So this is how it looks in the box, like that. I'm going to take this out of here. So right here we have the rifle. Let me just set this forward for now. And it comes with one magazine. It looks like there is nothing else in the box that this came with. I'm not sure if there was other packages that you could have purchased. My local store, this is how they gave it to me. It looks like there is a spot in the box where it could have came with a jamming rod, possibly a battery. That might be all based on however you buy it or whatever package you get from your local store. But assuming that this is how it comes out of the box, we're just gonna go with that. This was the box for the CM47. It's got a really long name. It's actually called the CM47 IWS ETU. God, that is just a terrible name, but we're gonna forget that and just call it an AK-47 for the rest of this video. All right, onto the AK. So, here we have an AK-47 from G&G. Right out of the box, it's built solid. I would expect nothing less. G&G, when they build stuff like absolute tanks. I want to say one of the things I appreciate the most from this so far is that the color is really nice. They got the color pretty much down to how an AK should look. The only thing that's a little off color is the charging handle on this AK. It's kind of like almost a gold color. I'm not really sure how much I'm crazy about that. I would have just preferred if it was black, but maybe that's how AKs are supposed to be. I'm not entirely sure. With this version, because I went and got the cheaper version, this has simulated wood. This is not a real wood AK-47. This G&G AK has simulated wood, but actually for simulated wood, it's pretty solid. There's no play in that wood at all, even in the hand grip especially. Usually where AKs lack structural integrity is in the motor grip, because the motor actually goes into the grip on version 3 gearboxes. Like, how do I explain it? The whole gearbox is like one thing. It doesn't separate in two parts like a V2 style does. There's no play in that grip, which is beautiful to see. Good to see that there's an improvement there compared to other AKs that I've seen out there from other manufacturers. It's comfy. I mean, you know, I usually run M4s. M4s are typically my go-to. I've been kind of making a really big push for the new SIG products out there, but it feels good to have an AK in my hands. There's something to be said about the feel of the furniture of an AK, especially the iron sights. I think the iron sights on an AK-47 are probably one of my favorite set of iron sights you can find out there. Now, this AK is a little bit lighter than most AKs. That's because the body of this AK is actually plastic, except for some parts of the AK which are metal. Like right here, this section is metal. Your top cover is metal. The front here, your barrel, metal. You know, your gas portion, metal. Down here, your trigger assembly, that kind of area, all metal. Iron sights also metal. But because of that, this lower section I think is plastic. I believe it's plastic. I could do the test, but I don't want to damage it because this is not mine. I have to give this back to the store at some point. So this is a little bit lighter of an AK. If you were to actually hold some other AKs out there, they will be a little bit heavier. But if you're an airsofter who's looking for something a bit lighter to run in the field, you know, especially if you just don't like heavy guns, this is really nice because it's super lightweight. But it's not like light enough where it's like gross, if that makes any sense. It's like a happy medium, so you might really enjoy the weight of this airsoft gun. And I think part of the reason why the weight is off is one, just because that this is a plastic lower. I believe it's a plastic lower. And the weight is probably off because it is simulated wood, not real wood. If you were to add real wood to this, which you can add real wood to AKs after you buy it, you know, there is kits that you can buy. There's real wood kits out there that would fit this. I think that would probably add the weight to it that you're lacking. But other than that, I mean, it feels very comfortable. Gonna go ahead and check the selector switch here. Very smooth, good play there. You know, it's not wobbly, it's got just good travel, so that's always good to see. So at my local field, this sells for, let's see, $236. I believe that's the price that you're probably going to find at most places for this AK. $236. So that's really not a bad price for an AK. And the reason why I say that is because, yeah, you can get a CIMA or CIMA, however you want to pronounce it. But the thing you're going to lack with a CIMA is the gearbox. Where G&G surpasses all other brands in terms of out-of-the-box ready-to-go-ness, if that's even a word, G&G gearboxes are absolute battle tanks. They are great, they're solid, and they perform like spicy meat the ball. They are just incredible. You know, what it lacks in furniture, it makes up for in performance. And this one especially, this comes with a tag on it. I didn't know this. This says it's the high muzzle velocity version, so I'm assuming this is gonna shoot pretty hot. But I guarantee if I were to put BBs in this and shoot it, you know, if I'm shooting at 100 feet, it's probably gonna hit on target every single time because G&G, they're known for the really good hop-ups, and they're also known for really good gearboxes. And, you know, that's expected. You're talking about the company that brings you the CM16 or the G&G Raider, which is like the go-to starter airsoft M4. Well, take that gearbox, put it in V3 platform, and slap it in this guy. You got one hell of a gearbox. You got a gearbox that you can completely upgrade, do anything you want to. So G&G's great brand to go to if you're looking for a really solid gearbox to use with an airsoft gun. All right, so this did come with one mag. So this is a nice full metal. I believe this is, it's a mid cap. There's no winding wheel on the bottom. It's a really high quality. I like the metal that that's made out of. It's solid. We're gonna go ahead and insert this and see how that feels. That was beautiful. That was one of the most clean AK mag inserts I've ever felt. Oh, that might help. We're gonna take note of that because that's important for you guys to know. So something I wanna point out to you guys, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, there is something I realized when taking this mag out. So with this AK mag specifically, when you take it out, the BB feeder or the pusher that's on the mid cap of this will pop out of that, that mid cap. And when it does that, say your mag is completely empty, you cannot reinsert your magazine into this gun until you put that BB feeder back into the magazine. So be aware of that so that you don't break any mags if you do end up purchasing this gun in the future. That's just something with the magazine that's got nothing to do with the gun itself. It's purely the way the mag is built to ensure that those BBs all make it up into the hop-up chamber so that every single BB you do put into this mag does make it down the barrel eventually. So I can appreciate that. It's just one of those things that you got to look out for when you go to insert your mag the next time you go to use this. I guess what's kind of different about this AK is the battery actually goes in the stock. This is a rear wired AK-47, so that's going to leave you a lot of battery space to go ahead and put like any sort of battery you really need to in the back of it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we're going to slap a 11-1 LiPo into the back of this, and we're going to test shoot it and see how this cycles, and we're going to do a chrono reading on it and see what this chrono is at. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's shoot this bad boy and see how it does. All right, everybody, we are at River City Airsoft. We are going to go ahead and test shoot the CM47. With me, I got James and I got Patrick. They are going to help us go through and shoot this gun. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and test shoot this. We're going to test shoot it with 0.3 gram BBs.
Easily hitting the 150. Try to the 2. Okay, definitely reaches out to the 2.
auto. Not bad. So it's got a pretty good fire rate. It's not too bad. I haven't charged my batteries in a while, so the fire rate could be a little low for all I know. It's been like a month since I've charged my lipos. So even with a dead lipo, if that's the fire rate that you're getting, that's pretty impressive. So I want to say that fire rate wise, this sounds very good. It sounds healthy. It's got a snappy sound to it. I don't hear any bounce coming from the spring. I don't hear really much whininess coming from it. Overall, it just feels like a beast of a gun. This is something that, you know, if you really wanted to work with it, if you wanted to do upgrades to the motor, to the gearbox, you'd easily be able to do that, and you could build one heck of a beast. All right, everybody, I hope everyone really enjoyed this video on this AK. I know I really enjoyed it. This right out of the box was a really cool and fun gun to play with. It was just fun to try something different. You know, I'm usually not a big AK guy, but to try something that, you know, was different than what I'm used to, I really enjoyed this. So I hope you guys really like this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, and I will get back to you with answers as soon as I possibly can. As always, please remember to like and subscribe as well. I do these videos for you guys. I'm not paid by anybody to do these videos, so it means a lot when you guys subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for more future videos because I will be continuing to make new content as we move forward. So please look forward to some new videos that will be coming up in the future. I'm Nate from DRZ Airsoft. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video on the CM47 from G&G.